Check one, check two, check, check. We are starting, ladies and gentlemen. The ball is dropping. Start spreading the news. JR, any of you deal in recorded VHS tapes? I mean, I grab them when I see them, and I can tell you we got a bunch in the piles from what I can tell of tonight's unboxing. But I do try to grab them when I see them, because who knows? Old commercials. God only knows what's on those tapes. Okay. So we got to start because this is going to take a while. So yesterday, I hit up one of my favorite thrifting spots. Sorry, I'm making some space around the desk because this is going to get out of control in a hurry. But I went thrifting when I got off of work. Just wanted to, room looks like a mess. I mean, don't look down here. Don't look at any of that. And don't look at any of this. And you're fine. Look. Here, I'll fix it. There. See, the room is in perfect order. I don't know what you're talking about. Room is perfectly clean. Nothing's wrong. Everything's good. There we go. Well, the truth is a lot of stuff, I thrift, so things come in and they haven't found a home yet. And my wife is working from home, so this is her office back here too. So yeah, it's a little more cramped than normal. But hey, that's life. Life is, life gets a little messy sometimes. Point is, I went to Savers. Generally, I find some cool stuff at Savers, but I don't usually find VHS tapes. For one thing, their prices are pretty stupid. They usually want $3 a tape, which means, I'm used to 50 cents a tape, 10 cents a tape at Goodwill. So $3 a tape is awesome if it's good tapes. But very rarely do they have good tapes. They usually have, maybe something a little interesting that I would maybe buy for 10 cents. Like an old 80s bass fishing tape. Something stupid where I'd be like, that's weird. I'll grab that. Point is generally that doesn't happen. But yesterday, I went and they have a loading dock or a donation center in the front of the building. You drive up, you donate your stuff, and they fill these massive rolling carts up at the front of the building, and then those get brought to the back of the building as they fill up, and there's like a sorting center back there. Well, on one of these big unprocessed carts, I noticed a ton of the the VHS storage, these guys, the VHS storage drawers, ton of them. And then I saw some Rubbermaid bins, VHS tapes here and there. And I could see in a couple of them, not necessarily awesome stuff, but stuff that made me very curious about what else was in there. Some big boxes, a couple interesting horror tapes. Again, nothing like crown jewel stuff, but things that led me to believe that this person might have more interesting things in all of these piles. So I asked one of the employees, hey, can I buy this stuff? And they said, no, it has to be processed first. And honestly, the way things are going, it'll probably be, he said 4 weeks. I don't know if I believe him, but he said it would be 4 weeks to process. So I said, all right. I didn't argue with him, but I went and found a manager, and I was very nice. And I said, I see all this stuff, and I can tell a lot of it. I know well enough that Savers is going to throw most of this stuff away. And I said, hey, I'll take it all. I won't have to look through it. I'll just take it all sight unseen and, make me a good price, basically. And she did. She took it all back to the processing room. They separated out all the VHS tapes and made me an offer, which is a really good price for them. Still was, maybe a little more than I was definitely expecting to pay walking into Savers. But as long as I get a handful of solid tapes out of these piles, I will have made that money. You know what I mean? So I'm confident. It was a number that I was confident that I would get. I would feel good about. So, and we'll see at the end, I guess. So this is going to be a little weird because I'm not set up to have giant piles of boxes and stuff right here to unbox. So it's going to be a lot of back and forth. I don't know how exactly it's going to work out as the piles start to build up. It's a lot of tapes. So I think what I'll do, so there's 8 or 9 of the storage drawers. And then there's 2 big Rubbermaid bins and then 2 smaller bins or boxes. So I think maybe we'll do the boxes and bins first and then start getting through the storage drawers. The storage drawers are shot, by the way. I think all of them or almost all of them are broken and unusable. So that's kind of a bummer. I'll have to smash them up and throw them away. But yeah, so we'll get started. And by the way, if you have, I can't imagine there's anybody in here who hasn't. But if you have not yet subscribed, you can always hit that subscribe button. I don't like to be one of those, hey, subscribe, like, comment kind of people, but it's good to do because it does help remind people. But okay, let's do this. Let's do. This one looks interesting. Well, I should say, and I can tell, by the way, folks, I can tell. There's gonna be, just from what I can see on the surface of some of these, I am a little worried that there's gonna be a ton of kids' tapes. I know there's gonna be some because I can see stuff on the surface. Last time I did a big sight unseen purchase like this, it was almost all. It was like 99% kids' tapes. And it was a little bit of a bust. Thankfully, it was pretty cheap, and I did get some cool things out of the deal. Actually, I'm sure most of you have seen it already, but that's where these bad boys came from, which I am over the moon about. Very cool. So, you find gems. That's all I'm saying. You find those gems. So we'll just go through stuff. For example, right off the bat, we got ourselves a SpongeBob tape. Knew that was coming. But look see, this is the thing. Right underneath the SpongeBob tape, Pink Flamingo. So who knows what these boxes will contain. And actually, I'll lock the focus in because the autofocus sucks. So I'm going to lock the autofocus in right about here. So I'm going to be blurry, but you don't need to look at my ugly mug. And I think we'll start separating some piles out here a little bit too. Some keepers. Oh my god. Oh, the lolly. Now see, this is what I'm talking about. You get one layer under a SpongeBob tape, and we have a Halloween Betamax tape. I did not expect Betamax tapes. That is wild. I love it. And look at this. Death Wish on Betamax. I do love these little Betamax tapes. Many of you friends of the channel may know I've had some trials and tribulations getting a working Betamax player, but these are that much more motivation, I guess, because those are super cool. Ooh, here's a Betamax, a big box Betamax of Ben-Hur Part 1. Got the opening. I guess it's not as much of a big... It's a big box for... It's a Betamax big box, but it's actually just as tall as a regular VHS. It's actually a tiny bit shorter. That's funny. That's super cool. I did not expect that. Oh. Here's a legitimate big box. It's a Betamax. Oh my god. A legitimately big box of Superman the movie. There, that's a real big box for you. But it is, in fact, a Betamax tape. Look at the inside of that. That is cool. And it's at the end of the tape. Somebody watched this. Somebody was not kind and did not rewind. Here's an American Werewolf in Paris, which I remember not being good. And it's a Blockbuster tape to boot. To boot. What are your thoughts on the Death Wish sequels? I like the Death Wish movies. I don't care that they start to get lame, that they start to get tired. Another SpongeBob tape. And these are, by the way, these are not classic Nickelodeon orange tapes. They're just plain old black SpongeBob tapes, which, not interested. So this is just a red, plain red hardcover. And it says 93 Xmas, the Frenches. The Frenches. I wonder if that's either somebody's actual home movies, named The Frenches, or here in Minnesota we have a radio station called 93X. That could be. Maybe they did like a Christmas party or something. But that will have to get watched at some point here. What do we got? Oh, I should probably be looking at the tapes. Because I just pulled out Breakfast Club, right? Just a nice common tape. Not a bad movie. But then look at... I opened it up. WWE Divas Undressed. Hello! I did not expect that. That was going to go into the donate pile. It's going to have to go into the keep pile here. Hey, buddy, stop by to say, oh, you're still working, Groovy. I get it. Bright and early tomorrow, though. Nice. Yep, we're going to play some Super Nintendo games tomorrow morning. You think Paris is not good as the first movie? I don't remember Paris well enough. I saw it when it came out, but there's no way it's as good as the first. I love American Werewolf in London. I actually just watched it again not too long ago, and that movie is... London is pretty much a masterpiece, I gotta say. What do we got here? Now I gotta check all the tapes. Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of it. It's saved for all time, Groovy. You can watch it at your leisure. We've got Legend, a classic. What, Billy? American Werewolf? Are you debating that American Werewolf in London is not a great movie or something? Because it's a great movie. You can have all your opinions about Paris, because I don't really remember Paris. So it might be better than my memory serves. We've got a Simpsons tape to go with all those Simpsons tapes I got from Derek. Been a while, been really busy keeping up keep up the videos. Just have to watch them when I have time. I gotta. No, I get it. I get it, bud. Don't worry about it. Watch it. Watch it when you got time. You can watch. Here's the beauty. After the fact, you can watch it. You know, in 20-minute chunks whenever you need to. No worries. I'm not all about. I'm not a high pressure YouTube channel. You know, I don't demand loyalty at all costs. Got a Jimmy Neutron tape. Boring old black VHS tape. Come on, Nick. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to pile this stuff up. Luckily, head to the beach tomorrow. Oh, my God. Watching Hat Hole home video, laying out on the beach. Sounds like a good day to me. Ooh, that's interesting. This is a twofer. The Terminator Collection. It's got Terminator and T2 Judgment Day. Huh, pretty cool. Just found your channel and really dig what you're doing. Just subscribed earlier this week. Thank you, my friend. London. Yes, London is a classic. Thank you. I was scared there for a minute, Billy. Here's a taped off, or recorded Rain Man. And you'll notice somebody liked to keep their movies organized. They've put some sort of numbering system on their recorded tapes. Always like that. It means somebody was real into their movies. The only reason I get Nick tapes is that they're either from 2005 or 2006. Are those, is it from around that era? Were those the orange tapes? I can't remember. Ooh, this one is blank. This is a entirely blank tape. It feels like it had a label that the adhesive came off of. So that's going to have to get watched. I'm going to have to make a... the piles are going to get out of control. It's what landed John Landis. So John Landis directed Thriller because of directing American Werewolf in London. That's interesting. No, those weren't the orange tapes. Those are from the 90s. Okay. I was going to say it felt like... Because I had a couple... Uh-oh. Another blank one. Oh, my God. I would be tempted to just pop these in and see what's on them, except for it's probably pornography or something. So I don't want to get canceled. More cool Betamax tapes. Look at this little bad boy. If I can actually get it to go back in. Alien on Betamax. Somebody was a really, just judging from what we've found so far, somebody in the age of Betamax had really good taste in movies. Although I say that, and the next one up is Staying Alive. Which, to be fair, I've never watched. I can't say if it's good or bad. I'm not going to judge it. But that real oily John Travolta on the back makes me a little nervous. Put it that way. Uh-oh. Another blank tape. I'm very curious. You know what? I've got a little setup right here. You won't be able to see it, and that's probably for the best. But I'm going to pop this in real quick and see what's in it. Just curious. It's a football game. It's the Green Bay Packers. Third quarter, so we've got about 8 hours left to the game, I assume. looks older. Who are they up against? Carolina. Must be... I mean, it doesn't look super old. It's probably... Oh, and it says pre-recorded on the screen. Huh. Well, whatever. I won't waste all of our time checking that out. Well, this probably will not stay in the collection. Blank tape is the director's cut of Event Horizon. Fried green tomatoes, ladies and gentlemen. I'll probably open it up and it'll probably be... Nope, fried green tomatoes. I was going to say, it'll probably be like a secret WWE tape. Staying Alive was directed by Stallone. It was. Written by him as well. Co-written, co-produced, and directed. All right, you've piqued my curiosity, my friend. Ooh, a nice... Oh, gross. Okay. Well, first of all, the outside. Private Benjamin, Goldie Hawn, Puffy Warner's home video case. Love these cases. The second surprise, it is a Betamax tape. And the third surprise is there is a dead, cocooned spider on the spine, inside the spine of the tape. That's gross. That poor guy probably died in the 90s. And he's just been sitting here, his spirit not being able to rest, walking the earth. Oh. You know, it would be... Nope, it's a Betamax. It's still super cool, though. A big box Exorcist. That is awesome. You got that. I actually got to say, I dig these Betamax tapes. It stinks that I can't play them right now. To be fair, I own The Exorcist. It's not like I'm being deprived of the opportunity to watch The Exorcist. This might be the coolest thing we've seen so far. That is really cool. Love it. And it looks like, oh God, what's going to be in this one? A scorpion? Whoo! Clint Eastwood. Can I get that shine off of there? Clint Eastwood, Tightrope, Warner Home Video puff case, and yes, it is a Betamax. Well, I'm starting to have a really impressive Betamax collection. So how was I organizing this? Let's do it like this. Super cool. I'm gonna have to make like a... At the completion of each box, I'm gonna have to separate the what is the good from the bad. The good, the bad, and the ugly, I guess. Little Betamax. This is cassette 1, so there, hopefully we've got the whole thing. Papillon? Papillon? Papilla? Now I look like an idiot. Papillon? I don't know. It's a Steve McQueen movie. Dustin Hoffman. Give me a break. I'm not smart, folks. I don't know how many times I have to tell you. You think I know stuff. I don't. I'm an idiot. Francis Goes to West Point, a classic Donald O'Connor film. I like to think that it's hysterical. It's got Francis the Talking Mule, so it's got to be good. Let me catch up here. Compare Saturday Night Fever. Say Saturday Night Fever is better than Staying Alive. Yes. Hopefully we don't find any more spiders in any of these. Not expecting to see a dead spider. You got the MGM big box of George Papadopoulos. And actually, here we go. Cassette number 2. That is one of the downfalls of Betamax, is you'd have to have a lot more movies had to be put onto multiple tapes because of space. Oh! We got ourselves an orange VHS. Although it looks kind of not something I'm necessarily interested in watching. Rugrats all growed up. That sounds gross. I did like Rugrats back in the day, but I don't think I need to see all growed up. Okay, so that's it for this box. I am not sure how to organize all this stuff. Okay. It's French. The papillon. It does sound better. It sounds better if I say it French. Papillon. Oh boy. These big boxes. I don't know how we're going to do the big bins. The big ones are going to be harder. That's what she said. I got some Rugrats tapes in your collection. Nice. I think I have a couple. I know I had some back in the day. Francis looks better than Hot to Trot. All right. This puff case looks like a book. It's like made to look like a book. 1988 Olympic Games. But no. Fern Gully. Well, that's interesting. I already have Fern Gully, so. But this is a cool case. I'll have to do something with it. How many VHS do you watch a day? Not that many. I mean, I have a full-time job. I have a life. But I do try to watch as many as I can. Sometimes it's more about saving what would otherwise end up in the garbage and, gone forever. I don't know. So a little bit of it is archiving as opposed to like, I'm going to watch everything all day, every day. I used to be able to crank out like 3 movies a day consistently. I missed those days. Those were carefree days of youth. But yeah, now I try to watch as much as I can, but a lot of it falls to the wayside. Ooh, this is cool. This is Virtuosity, but it's a screener copy. Screener cassette. You can see on the back, it's It's got all of the selling information. $23 million at the box office. Dang, dude. The director of the popular rental hit The Lawnmower Man. Attention grabbing. Unique interactive standee available. I love this stuff. That's the kind of thing I love, a little bit of history. Like this is a piece of video store history. The old screener tapes, the old selling you this tape exists because video stores had to be sold the idea of carrying this movie in their video store. Think about that. That's wild. It's a pilot for a series called All Grand. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. It's good to archive tapes since so many smaller movies never got released elsewhere. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's so much that's just gone forever now. Ooh. Well, look at what we have here. Ginger Snaps. And it's a screener. It's another screener. Look at the direct-to-video premiere. Less than $30 per unit. Day and date availability. It goes for the throat. And, I don't know if you can tell, it's factory sealed. Look at that. I don't know if I've ever had a factory sealed screener in my collection. That's pretty wild. Love Ginger Snaps. I don't know if I've ever, is this the original? It looks good. I'm seeing somebody impaled on a white picket fence on the back, and I'm liking it. Mature audiences, contains graphic violence and adult situations. Perfect. How would you compare Virtuosity to Lawnmower Man? I think I like both. I'm a fan of that era of action sci-fi. I think Virtuosity is probably a better movie of the two. I think Lawnmower Man is more of a trip, and it's fun from that perspective. It's definitely probably, just from a storytelling standpoint, it's the inferior of the two. But I like both of them. But I would probably, if you said you can only watch one for the rest of your life, the other, you never get to see again, I would pick Virtuosity. Because I do get in that mood to watch Virtuosity every once in a while. And I think Denzel, Russell Crowe, I think it's probably one of Russell Crowe's greatest performances. On the fun side, okay? On the fun side. But yeah, I like both of them. You're currently sorting through around 7,000 home-recorded VHS tapes. Been finding some with mold on the tapes. Just been pitching them. Is that what I should be doing? You could look up. I have seen, because I've had moldy tapes before, so I've had this question come up, and I ultimately have thrown them away. But there are videos out there for ways you can clean a tape. It's kind of a process, but I'll say, at least in the videos that I've watched, it does work surprisingly well. So, but I'm of the opinion, mold is tricky, and mold, in my opinion, once there's mold, there's never not gonna be mold. So even if you clean it and it looks clean, it's probably a ticking time bomb at that point. There's probably still going to be mold, and it's probably going to grow back, down the road. So you're probably better off just keeping that stuff away from your other tapes. That would be, but if it's something you think that's really rad that's on that tape, I would clean it. and maybe get it transferred to another tape or transferred onto the computer, something to preserve what's on the tape, and then throw the tape away. That's what I would do. Yeah, like Kurt said, once mold sets in, that's it. You can delay, you can reverse the course to some degree, but it's gonna come back. It's gonna be there. Do you remember getting movies on pay-per-view? Yes, I do. We definitely got pay-per-view movies every once in a while. Not a whole lot. We didn't have that much money to throw around when I was growing up. If mold is really bad, then yes, find moldy tapes. Yeah. We've got In the Mood for Love, which I don't know. Looks like, if you'll excuse the term, a chick flick. There, I was just fixing the saturation a little bit. There we go. That looks more true to life. Oh, and it's a screener copy. Critically acclaimed. They move into apartments next door to each other. Little do they know, they have more in common than a shared wall. Both are married, but rarely see their spouses. Soon these two lonely people discover each other. Got it. Yeah, sounds like... I'd say it doesn't sound like a movie for me, but man, do I love... I do love the occasional chick flick. So I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's terrible. Goldfinger from the James Bond collection. I'm going to try to speed this up a little bit, but I know I'm going to slow down when cool things happen. Like this. A crowd-pleasing comedy. So this is another screener. Quentin Tarantino presents the Chungking Express. It's a demo tape. Video box art may vary. Incredibly sexy, intoxicating, and irresistible. The first in a series of hits from Quentin Tarantino's Rolling Thunder Pictures. Quentin Tarantino movies rent again and again. Tarantino fans are today's hottest renters. His films attract the hot renting 18 to 34 age group. If he likes these movies, so will his many fans. What a nice way of saying his fans are sheep. Crowd-pleasing comedy, trailering on Beautiful Girls, The Star Maker, and The Pallbearer, showcased in Video Insider magazine. Interesting. Very interesting. You're checking out a tape yesterday. It was a WWF pay-per-view, so I watched it right after Hogan beat Undertaker. At the end, it went right into recorded 80s porn. That does sound like a classic secret. I mean, if you're gonna tape porn, you got to put it on tape that the other members of your family aren't gonna want to watch. You know, so that guy was probably, hey, I like wrestling. Everyone in the rest of the house hates it. I'll put it on here. Now this is Tokyo Pop. It's another VHS screener. GTO, Great Teacher Onikuza. Someone here probably knows more about this than I do. Apparently this is the episode The Bully, or Volume 2, The Bully. Okay. So spooky, if you're watching, that one might be for you. What else do we got? There's a ton of screeners in here. Maze, never heard of it, but it's got the guy from Northern Exposure in it, and the lady from The Truman Show in it, and another guy. Quentin Tarantino's The Rolling Thunder. You've got 3 of those. Switchblade. I remember Switchblade Sisters. I have seen that one around. And more of that we're taking... that WWF. By the way, JR, your name constantly confuses me, and I think it's the start of a sentence, so I start reading, and more that WWF pay-per-view. Talking about, was this Tuesday... The WWF pay-per-view you were talking about was this Tuesday in Texas from 1991. That's cool. I'm a fan. Those were the good old days, huh? What is this? What is this? Chameleon, able to vanish, trained to kill, with a body to die for. Explosive sci-fi rental in the tradition of La Femme Nikita. A genetically engineered government agent turns against her creators to protect a 10-year-old boy. Wow. I've never heard of this. I think we just found a gem. I'm going to hit the microphone a lot because I'm wildly flailing in every direction. We've got unzipped the Isaac... What's his name? I forget his name. Is it Isaac Mizrahi? Yeah, Isaac Mizrahi. I remember when this came out. Was this an actual... Was this... I know he had a documentary. I don't think that's what this is. This looks like more of an actual movie. In any case... Moving on. That's the funny thing, is I dwell on the not that interesting tapes because my brain starts trying to remember. Gone in 60 Seconds, a classic. This is the exclusive video bonus edition, which I don't know what that means. Chameleon is not Full Moon, surprising to say. It's Paramount. So I think exclusive video bonus edition just means it has some behind the scenes featurettes after the movie. All right. It is a documentary. So that this is that documentary. Good to know. Not really. Uh-oh. Somebody, anime fans, perk up your ears, because we just found another interesting tape. Factory sealed. Vampire Princess Dark Love from Tokyo Pop. Highly entertaining show with some seriously creepy stuff that will delight Miyu and gothic horror fans alike from sci-fi.com. The best documentary is American Movie. You are correct, sir. And you will see it right there off in the distance on the wall because I love American Movie. Well, that's cool. What is this? Another screener copy. Alone with a Stranger. Very interesting. Max never had the good things in life. A life of crime was his only legacy. So when he discovers an unknown brother to whom fortune has granted all that is missing in Max's life. He decides to do anything to right this injustice. Theft, kidnapping, murder, anything. Now, all Max wants is his brother's money, his power, and especially his beautiful wife. I have ne'er heard of this movie. It's from New Concord and World International Network. So it is... That's very interesting. Interesting. Okay. We got Barbara Hershey in Frogs for Snakes. Another screener. I'm guessing we'll see, the majority of this box might be screeners. Is this from Artisan? It is from Artisan. And just based on that top picture, I'm thinking I probably want to watch this movie. Just kidding. It's probably going in the... it's probably not going to be on the top shelf of my collection. Dennis Hopper. The Blackout. Another screener copy. I don't know. What else do we got? Live and Let Die. Another Bond classic. I'm not a big Bond guy, but I do love You Only Live Twice. That's my favorite. Ooh, look at that. No spiders. That's good. Oh, man, I have not been looking at the tapes, have I? Ooh, that's still got the seal on it. I suppose the last ones have been factory sealed, but this one, someone wrote Thunderball. Another Bond. But look at... Let's get this off of here. Look at this case. Now that is retro gold. I love that. Oh, what do we got? Karaoke tapes. I did not expect that. Elton John and Celine Dion. Candle in the Wind, 97. Crocodile Rock. My Heart Will Go On. Oh my goodness gracious. I didn't know that there were karaoke VHS tapes. Never knew. No, we got Godzilla versus Gigan. Or Gigan. Gigan? Probably Gigan. If you'll get back in there. Okay. What do we got? We got Marlon Brando on the waterfront. We've got, Amélie. I never watched this movie. I know it was all the rage at one time. It's another karaoke tape. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Quit Playing Games with My Heart. The Macarena. How Bizarre. Where do we go, my lovely? Unbreak My Heart. Oh my God. Ready or Not. I'm sure it's not that. Look at this tape though. Gray with a red flap. That's cool. Very interesting stuff. Looks like we got Sophia Loren, The Fall of the Roman Empire. You got to get back to your own sorting. No problem, JR. Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. more sing-along karaoke. If you want to be as cool as this group of friends, or potentially a blended family, it's hard to tell. You can Unchained Melody, Rock Around the Clock. Oh boy, I did it. Oh, okay. It's not, My Way is not on this tape, but they're clearly singing My Way on their TV. Very clever. Very clever. Oh, we got another Quentin Tarantino Rolling Thunder Pictures presents. Strongly reminiscent of Goodfellas. Sonatine? Sonatine? Looks cool. I did not realize I would have to be saying so many trying to pronounce names and things in other languages, which I'm terrible at. So I do apologize for that. We've got another T2. We had that collection. I mean, obviously, probably the greatest action movie of all time. I own it in many, many different forms. Why not add another? What do we got? Ah, yes. It's The Hunt for Red October. In a weird case that it looks like it's got to be an X rental, but there's no identifying features of any kind. Ooh, what's this? It's an MGM big box. Ginger and Fred. Ranked with the best work Fellini has ever done. Okay. I'm not going to argue. Okay. What do we got? Oh, this is going to be great. Stranger Danger's Parent's Guide. Oh, wait a minute. This is... See that little guy up there? That is... Red Letter Media watched one of their videos with Corny. Maybe this is that. Or at least part of it. Interesting. Very interesting. We got a recorded tape. Scream 2, Courtney Cox. Horror, 120 minutes. Just the facts. Well, I think this Fred and Ginger is it about... It's not... They play ex-dancers. 40 years ago, they made their living imitating the graceful Rodgers and Astaire in Italian dance halls. Okay. Huh. I don't know. Selena with Jennifer Lopez. And then it says Selena video after conclusion of movie. So there you go. Okay, we got through that box. Oh boy, I've lost track of my good and bad piles. All turned into their own thing. Okay, hold on. I need to do some things. And I'm sorry I keep bumping the microphone. I know I'm doing it, but I can't stop because I'm an idiot. I'm just going to pile this stuff up over here. Okay. Like this. Better like this or better like this? We'll do those. Oh. And I think we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Talk amongst yourselves. Just sorting this out super quick. I mean, while you're just sitting there, you might as well hit that old subscribe button. Am I right? Ugh. Okay. Okay, that's another box. Now I gotta figure out how we're gonna do these big bins. Oh, geez, that could have been bad. Huh. Well, we'll just go for it. Anybody like Shirley Temple? Got a big puff case 3-pack. You know there's spider eggs in this one. There's no way there's not. This one's looking like a lot of kid stuff, so we'll go fast. We got Fantasia. We've got Pokemon. Mewtwo versus Mew. Got a bunch of the Shirley. You do? Are you a Shirley Temple fan? I don't know if I've ever actually watched a Shirley Temple movie, to be honest with you. We've got the Dolly Sisters. Hello, Dollies. It's a classic. 1945. It looks like... No, it's in good shape. We've got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Awesome. You are? Nice. Oh, look it. We finally found the Ben-Hur Part 2. And it is, in fact, in there. That's good. Let's see here. I'll grab a... I'm trying not to look. I want to be surprised by things. Oh, that one felt like a Betamax. Okay. Oh, sick. That's cool. Tiger Claws 3, The Final Conflict, screener copy, factory sealed. I did not expect to be pulling a Cynthia Rothrock movie out of one of these boxes. That is super cool. We've got a Betamax of Slapshot, starring Paul Newman. Cute little Betamax tape for you. The majority, yeah, they were pretty much all, like there was one, I think one wasn't factory sealed, which is interesting. So that whoever this was got sent all these screener copies and never opened them. A pretty gross Dumb and Dumber tape. We've got the Fairly Odd Parents. Oh, we've got Rugrats and... Oh, it's an orange tape. I'm really hoping with all the Nick tapes that we've been finding and some older Nick tapes, I'm hoping we find some Ren and Stimpy. Or Ariel Monsters. You know, that era was my era for Nick. Shut up. Battle Queen 2020, factory sealed screener copy. You may not know this, and this may be a little bit of Hat Hole Home Video Vault trivia, but if you've ever wondered on these walls who is on the most covers back here, it's Julie Strain. I think she's on about 5 covers on the wall. So that is super cool. I'm a big fan. And That's a really neat thing to add to the collection. Here, let's make a stack. Okay. Ooh. This whole lot has already proven itself to be worth more than what I paid. Look at this. A Demon Seed Betamax tape in really good condition. Some of the stuff has been a little bit more rough around the edges, but some of the stuff is like practically brand new. It's amazing. Okay. The Personals. An intensely voyeuristic experience. Great. Intelligent, perceptive comedy. Funny, beautifully observed. Sounds nice. Sounds nice. I don't know. What do we got? Stardom. Stardom full-length screener cassette. It's got Dan Aykroyd in it. And Thomas Gibson from Eyes Wide Shut. I have no idea. Never heard of this. But sure. We've got The Star Maker, which that cover looks exactly like the cover to The Crush, which is interesting. Oh, we've got SpongeBob, and it's an orange tape. And we've got the Rugrats movie. And that's an orange tape too. I didn't know if that would be an orange tape or not. Very nice. What do we get? What is this? Need any holiday cards? Because I got some. Probably be good with that. I just saw something cool. Let's see if it's really in here. From Viking Video. So it's an X rental. Creepshow 2. These bins are paying off, my friends. Once again, this bin, it's all these kids tapes on the top. You know, you would certainly be. It would be. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It would be totally understandable to say, like, oh, it's probably just a ton of kids tapes. And that's kind of what I thought we were going to go into, but there's gold. There's gold in them the bins. I don't know if I've ever even seen Creepshow 3. I saw 1 and 2. Oh my God. Night of the Living Dead on Betamax. That is so sweet. Is this is a 1982 release. It's barely been touched. It's been watched. It's at the end of the tape. So once again, you were not kind. You did not rewind. But whoever you were, I'm glad that you sat down and watched this movie to the end. That is wild. That is so cool. When I came home last night with my vehicle filled with these boxes, I was real worried that I had done something real stupid, but I'm really happy right now. This is awesome. First Creepshow was done by Warner Brothers Wonder why they didn't do the second one. I don't know. Who did the... It was New World Video did the second one. Oh yeah, I remember these. I think I kind of... The first one has... Is it the first one with Stephen King when he gets the meteorite moss all over him? That's the first one, right? Are they mystery blank tapes? We've had a couple with no labels whatsoever. Most everything's been labeled, though. But I bought all of this sight unseen. I didn't look through any of the boxes. Didn't look through anything. Just saw what was on the top layers of a couple of the boxes. And those are the fun ones, yeah. So all of this is news to me. And I couldn't be more thrilled. Ooh. Here's a taped off TV Betamax tape of Friday the 13th, Part 5, and Terminator. So once again, somebody at some point, I would have loved to have hung out with this person. I bet this person and I would have got along. Ooh. Well, now this is a mystery, because here's a blank Betamax tape with no labels whatsoever. And it's a mystery wrapped in what's the line? It's a something wrapped in a mystery, covered in an enigma. But I don't have a working Betamax player, so we may never know what's on this tape. Someday, my friends, someday. Warriors and Quest for Fire. Your dad had a Betamax and a Laserdisc. My God, he was all in on the technically superior formats that failed. I do also have a Laserdisc player right here. I collect all these are Laserdiscs. I do collect Laserdiscs, and I probably honestly lately I probably watch more Laserdiscs than I do VHS tapes. Your dad and uncles are like that. Well, I bought an HD DVD player back during the most recent format wars, and we all know how that went. What is this? There's a little book in a plastic bag. If I open this, am I like unleashing a curse? What is this? It's a little, okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't read it though. It's a little teeny tiny New Testament Bible. For some reason, in a little plastic bag, I suppose to protect it from all these horror tapes. We'll just put it back in there. No need to be disrespectful. I'm gonna not look at things. I'm gonna make a little pile again. Don't you look. I'm sure you can see flashes of stuff. I should probably look just based on that spider that we found in one of the first tapes, but I'm just throwing caution to the wind. We're just gonna pretend like that's not gonna happen again. Ooh. Little adorable. Love that retro look, and it's The Hidden. Recorded off TV or dubbed, potentially. Cujo and Superman 3. Telling you, I would have got along with this person. Once again, groovy when you're watching this back. That's one for you. Soul Survivor and Brewster's Millions, which weirdly enough, I already own Brewster's Millions on Betamax, which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Look at this. It's a Betamax video head cleaner. This was somebody that cared about their movies. Ooh, look at it. It's still got a little liquid in it. It's still got a little head cleaner liquid. Well, if I ever get a working Betamax player, now I can keep it nice. We've got Reservoir Dogs, $3.99 at Goodwill. Come on, Goodwill. Wonder when that's from. I don't know. They still use that kind of sticker, but they don't charge that much for their VHS tapes nowadays. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is so cool. Christine on Betamax. Christine. How do I get this open? I want to see it. That is wild. So I do apologize because obviously there's a big old VHS slapped up on the thumbnail of this video, but a lot of the coolest stuff has been Betamax, and I did not expect that. I had no idea all this stuff was in here. That is so cool. I am so... Just right here is like... makes this all worth it. Super cool. You have no idea how much money I would have bet on this bin being nothing but kids' tapes. I was so sure that it was just going to be a bunch of kids' tapes. It is actually super cool. Not looking. They feel, I can't tell. There's definitely Betamax tapes. Oh, I think it's a lot of Betamax. What? Oh, Platoon. Okay. It said 2 hours are one video only or one movie only. Here, I gotta start making some room. But then incredibly faded, it says, incredibly faded. It said Platoon on the spine. Wow. I'm telling you, I could have hung out with this person. Massacre at Central High, Night School, and Terror Train. This person, I tip my hat. Uh-oh. Legend. I don't think that's gonna... I think the stick has gone from that adhesive, but this tape had the Zero Boys, and then it had Legend on it, but Legend fell off. I suppose we'll put it in the case. Oh. Legal Eagles and Dead Time Stories, which, once again, by weird coincidence, Dead Time Stories is a movie that I own on Betamax. Ooh. We've got The Godfather, part number 1. I can't imagine how many tapes The Godfather is on Betamax. But look at this when you open it up. Look at that sweet Paramount wallpaper on the inside of the tape. Or the inside of the case. Just says Elvis. Good old Elvis. Fiddler on the Roof. Factory sealed. Double tape. No label on the beta. On most of them. then the case is just a generic hard case. Amaray? I don't know what that is. Is that the company that made the tape? I don't know. Well, obviously this is a Kodak tape, so obviously this case is not the case that it came in. Fiddler on the Roof, and of course, Dragon Ball Z, The Return of Cooler feature. Any Dragon Ball Z fans out there? I'm not. So, I don't begrudge you if you are. I've never really got into it, but on the Godfather. No, it's got the spine, but the clearly it's all the adhesive is giving out. So no, it's not in there anymore. And I think this case design is the only thing that saved this label from being lost to the ages. Oh no. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing happened. Okay. We're making good progress, folks. Please, no spiders. Okay. It's a lot of recorded tapes, which is a little bit of a bummer. It's neat to look through. Eddie and the Cruisers and the Omen 2. What's that tape number? No dead bugs, no dead anything. Come on. After the Fall of New York and Venom. Interesting. Here's a brand from DuPont. The PD Magnetics case. For all of you retro design folks. What would you call it? Retro case. I can't think of what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to move on. And unfortunately, this one has also, the spine has given up the ghost. This is has come off as well, so we will never know what was on this tape. Ooh. The Little Mermaid. So, I mean, obviously, there was a kid in the house, too. We've got Carrie and Audrey Rose. The 10 Commandments. Tape number 6, unless that adhesive gave out as well. A Case of Melancholy. Thank you. We've got Southern Comfort and Uncommon Valor. Is that how you spell uncommon? Uncommon Valor? For someone with such nice handwriting, I feel like they would have paid more attention to the spelling. But I can't spell worth crap anyway, so I'm not gonna make fun of them. Although I just did. So I apologize. Okay. Oh, man. We're getting there. I think that's it. Okay. I think that's the rest of this bin. No dead things. No dead things. There's a couple sunflower seeds husks that I was looking at real close because I thought they might be animal turds or something that I was putting my hands on. But it's fine. We're good, folks. We're good. Okay. You have a recorded copy of 10 Commandments from 1989 on VHS. Nice. Oh. Why am I not hanging out with this person right now? Because they're probably dead. That's the truth. They probably died of old age, at a ripe old age, because I'm old, and the stuff I'm into is even older. Commando and Silver Bullet. So good. So good. Oh, look at, I didn't even see on this 10 Commandments copy. You want to talk about a cool case? Look at that. Welcome to prime time. Nice. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and Turtles 2. Awesome. Oh, we got another Betamax video head cleaner. Does this one have liquid? Oh boy, it's still got the liquid. We still got the good stuff. Gotcha and Ghoulies. I think this was probably a fun house to grow up in. Oh. So cool. Halloween 2 on Betamax. I love it. Spooky! Did you just get here? Because I got a couple things that I think you'll be interested in. Now I don't know where to put them. Spooky. Is this something you would like? Something like this? What else was there? There's something else that I thought you would be into. Oh, I don't know where it is. Oh. I'm all mixed up. What? I saved this? What? Look, I'll find it. Probably that looked fun. I'll sort through it all again when I get done. There's a couple interesting things. I'll show you. Look at that. Zombie and the Forest. Or Zombie the Forest, which would be another interesting. Here's a beaut. An absolute beaut. It's a little ragged, a little rough around the edges. Had a little bit of living. Jaws on Betamax. I do gotta say, there is something about the size and the slightly different shape of a Betamax case that, and maybe it's just because I'm used to something and I'm seeing something that's just a little different, but still, very much in the same feel. But I do think just the slightly different formatting really lends itself to, I don't know. I just, visually, I think it's very appealing. You got 8 X-Files tapes with commercials. Oh, that commercials during the X-Files, that would have been some primo stuff. That, like, primetime Fox from the late 90s. Yeah, there's got to be good stuff in there. I just want one small case beta to display. Well, I've got plenty. Beverly Hills Cop. How about that? Whoop. I do like these tapes. And we found The Godfather Part 2 of the first movie. Come on. Nope, and this one's missing its... This one is missing its label as well. Interesting. They both gave up at the same time, I guess. Okay. That's actually that box. We got through that box. Oh my gosh. Folks, we still got ways to go. We've got another bin. We've got another bin, and then we have 8 VHS storage drawers to go through. Gotcha stars the guy who played Goose in Top Gun. Cool 80s movie. I did not know that. You have all the Beverly Hills Cop movies on VHS and DVD. Nice. I'll say this. I know this is a hot take from me. A lot of people will tell you Beverly Hills Cop 3 is not a good movie. I disagree. I think Beverly Hills Cop 3, for what I'm going there for, I think it's great. I love it. Good morning. Okay. This is the biggest one. Oh my god. Oh, this one's packed full. I think this one is legitimately going to be a lot of kids' stuff from the looks of it. But we shall see. I thought that about the last bin, and there was tons of cool stuff in it. So, look at this. Pimp My Ride. Now, if they left the commercials, oh boy, folks, that's going to be fun stuff. Although this person has seemed to be someone that's a little bit more, cares a little bit more about their stuff. They number the tapes and things like that. So my guess is they probably tried to cut the commercials out, which is kind of a bummer. Hopefully that's not the case. Do you like... Yeah, see, Beverly Hills Cop 3, I think, is super underrated. Also, I love the old MCA designs on VHS and Beta, like the Jaws and Halloween 2. Yes, I agree. That style, that particular form of retro is, that graphic design from that time, I think, is great. We got another Rugrats, and it's an orange tape. Please let there be Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, we're going to be able to go through some of this pretty fast. We got Disney's Tarzan with no case. We've got Beauty and the Beast with no case. We've got Oliver and Company with no case. We've got, oh, look at this. We have a VHS-C to VHS cassette adapter. That is actually neat. You don't see those much. So let me... Hopefully the batteries... We'll see. The batteries kind of blew up a little bit, but we might be able to clean that. That's okay. We'll try to clean that out. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of organizing as I go. I'm rapidly running out of room. We've got SpongeBob tapes. I'll take the unwanted color shell tapes for customs. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I'm definitely saving anything that's a weird color, because I know a lot of people are always looking for that stuff for doing custom things. We got a Porky's with no case. I know I do. Honestly, I am gonna set up a PO box sometime soon. I've been saying that for like 3 years, but I have actually looked into it. I've moved in that direction for real recently, so I do want to get that set up. This is super cool. An X rental of Blade Runner. Looks like 10th anniversary edition. So this one came out in 1992. And it is a video update tape. And I think I actually have some tapes from this actual video update. So that's kind of cool that, you know, the tapes get to be reunited, you know, all these years down the road. Oh. Slipped out of my hands. That's what she said. The Dark Half. Which I was just talking about The Dark Half the other day with a buddy of mine, and I don't think it's a great movie. I think it's an okay movie, but there are some really well done, creepy visuals in that movie. There's things I like in that movie, things I like a lot in that movie. Just overall, it's not amazing. Is that Blade Runner tape by New Line? I think it was. Yes, it is. It's a New Line home video. What is this? It says Center Stage, but I don't think that's the movie. Because there's only like a little bit. That's dust, by the way, too. That's not mold. Kind of looked moldy in the video. There's like a tiny bit of tape on here. I'm going to throw it in the VCR and see what's on there. Also, we have an Aladdin and the King of Thieves with no case. Well, what's up with... I see that a lot. What's up with throwing away the cases? Why would anybody have had VHS tapes and just thrown away the cases? Doesn't make any sense to me, but I'm a big dumb idiot. Never-ending Story, one of my all-time favorite children's movies. Huge movie, influential to my, I think, creativity and my sensibilities about fantasy and horror, because it's a very scary movie too. I love Never-ending Story, and I have many copies of it on every format available. I think I have this identical version of the VHS tape. So what's this? What is this thing? Oh my God! You know what this tape is? This tape is from one of those... It's from one of those things in the mall where you, like, record your own music video. It's like three goofy... It's like three goofy girls. What is this? Okay. I did know that Jack Black is in the third Never-ending Story. This is insane. For privacy reasons, I probably shouldn't show it on the channel, but I might have to at some point, because that's hilarious. Once again, no case, but we've got Rugrats Thanksgiving. We've got Rugrats Vacation. More orange tape. Someone was a big a big Rugrats fan. Oh boy. I'm going to have to do a lot of organizing after this. What do we got? We got a Simpsons tape. So it used to be cartoons for Shane. Not anymore. Now it's wrestling and Oprah. Wrestling and Oprah. I don't know. We've got 9.5 weeks. No case. Why? Who knows? Somebody in this house went through a phase where they just hated looking at a picture of what the movie is. They hate it. Post that, dude. People would love that. Oh, boy. I'm sure it would be fine, right? To post it. Never seen the Never... Yeah. I mean, the truth is you really only have to see the Never-Ending Story 1. 2 is fine. 3 is fine, but less so. It's fine. Like, they're not to the level of creativity of the first one, but they're fine. We've got Toy Story. We've got Lady and the Tramp. Oh, we've got Heavyweights. Remember Heavyweights? I like this movie. We've got Taekwondo Forms. White through Red. Plenty of old found videos on YouTube of unknown people. Yeah, that's true. Wrestling and Oprah. We got Dogma. No Case for some reason. We've got Jurassic Park 3. Ooh, we've got Ransom. And we've got... Sounds like it might be broken. But we've got Scarface. The only thing I have in this world is my bones and my work. And I don't break them for nobody. And we're getting into some regular stuff here. We've got American Beauty. 2 tapes long. Does it really need to be? Ooh. We've got a VHS VCR head cleaner. Love it. A never-ending Dark Souls. Oh, the liquid's gone, though. The liquid is gone. But look, it's in a cute little square container, so it just fits perfectly in there. Someone was thinking. Heavyweights rule. I'd like a never... Are you saying like you'd like a video game in the style of Dark Souls, but in the Never-Ending Story universe? I would take that in a heartbeat. Gone with the Wind. Great. I've never actually watched it. I'm not going to lie to you. We've got another Alien. Alien 1. I wish more movies would... I mean, now they don't number movies anymore. But if somebody had the guts... I mean, as a joke, they did it with Loaded Weapon 1. But it would be great if, a movie that they're expecting to franchise... if they just had the guts to call it Alien 1 or Indiana Jones 1. Like, with no other movies ever. We've got The Lost World. And we've got more orange tapes, Rugrats. Rugrats Thanksgiving again. Wasn't that one that we already saw? Uh-oh. A purely blank tape. A Black Spine. We'll never know. Should I pop it in? I got this up. We'll see what's on it. It's home movies of deer. Somebody's... Oh, no, it's a hunting video. Well, I'm not going to watch that. It looked, at first, like it was just somebody filming a deer, like, in their backyard or something. I'll look through the rest of it. Maybe there's something interesting. We've got Nightmare Before Christmas, Special Edition. Which, that's cool. It actually has... Tim Burton's, it has the short film Vincent included on it, which is a great short film. And it has the uncut version of Frankenweenie. So that's a cool little special edition. We've got The Rescuers Down Under. Classic. And Mulan, which is time appropriate. Nope, there was no prawn. Not, I mean, at least not the part that I watched. The Return of Jafar. At least they've got their cases. We've got The Sound of Music. Oh, what do we got here? Yeah, this is... We can get through the Aristocats, Pocahontas. We can get through this bin pretty fast. Not a lot of gold in here. Super Bowl 31. Maybe there's commercials. We've got Ghosts of Mississippi. Courage Under Fire. We've got... AI. Remember that movie? I kind of liked it. I'm not going to lie. I know a lot of people dumped on it. There were things I liked. That's a problem. Is usually, like, if a movie's made skillfully, I find things that I like visually or, moments. So it's like, maybe it's not a great movie, but like I latch on to the positives, and then I kind of, years down the road, I go like, yeah, like I like that movie. But really I liked a couple things in that movie. So we've got Casper. It's a good one with... Yeah, that is cool. I don't actually remember watching... I think I watched Frankenweenie, the old, like, live action... Was it a short or was it a full movie back then? Must have just been a short. Got Blast from the Past. Blast from the Past. If you haven't liked the stream, please do. Thank you, Spooky. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We've got Lost in Translation on DVD for some reason. That got mixed in. We've got Phenomenon. Oh, boy. Yeah, this bin is turning out to be the common bin. George of the Jungle. Oh, we've got... Oh, Harriet the Spy. I thought it was another... VHS cleaner. That's what it looked like, but no. It's just Harriet the Spy. Vegas Vacation, which I watched more times than I care to admit when it was on TV. Meet Joe Black. Does Meet Joe Black require a 2-disc special edition? I don't think so. Ooh. Case is kind of busted up. Oh. It's The Little Mermaid. But the case said Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I feel betrayed. Do I have any horror Laserdisc doubles? A few. A few here and there. The Land Before Time 2, The Great Valley Adventure. Ooh. a factory sealed Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. I mean, that I'm pretty sure I've seen that on eBay for, $8,000. So must be very valuable. We've got Aladdin. We've seen all these. So we have copies of these movies in cases, and then we have Frankenweenie was like, okay, so it was a short. I couldn't remember. It's been a million years. Another Beauty and the Beast. What is going on with these people? Finally, something interesting. Tremors 1. Thank you. See, that would have been a great one if they had just called it Tremors 1 right off the bat. Hi, love your channel. Good to see Alive on bot. Yeah, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Those Disney Black Diamond tapes go for a lot of... No, they don't. People want a lot... Here's the difference. This is something I always recommend when you look at something on eBay. Don't look at what someone is selling it for. Look at what it has sold for. That's the key. People can ask Dragonheart, movie I just referenced in my most recent movie review. Reviewed Dreamscape the other day or last week. So if you haven't watched that, check out my review of Dreamscape. Neighborhood Superheroes. It looks like a Street BMX video sponsored by Puma. Oh, look at that tape. How often do you see white? I can't even get it to be seen. It's like almond colored. Yeah, skate tape. Tremors was recorded off TNT. Hopefully it was Tremors. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about kind of what era it would have been taped during. But yeah, get those commercials. We got Thelma and Louise. Very exciting. We've got Die Hard 1. Trying to get the light right. There we go. Die Hard 1. Ooh, we've got Cujo from Stephen King's novel. Terror has a new name. And we've got Toy Story 2. A very lazy cover to Toy Story 2. That sleeve on Die Hard. Ooh, yeah, there you go. There's a little retro prawn for you. And Game of Thrones DVDs at the bottom for some reason. Whew! That's that bin. We got through that bin. We went very fast. Not a lot of interesting stuff in this one. But you know what? Like I've said, we have already had so many genuine gems come out of these boxes. We've really won it's like winning the lottery or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to rub my belly and pat my head all at the same time, and it's not working. It ain't working. Okay. How am I going to do this? Okay, I'm just trying to create space here, folks. Just creating space. Ugh. I can sort it all out better later. I'm just trying to get things in rough piles here. Okay. Oh boy, so now we got... This will be a little easier to deal with. We have 8 of these storage drawers to go through. Oh, spooky. You missed some wild stuff, my friend. I mean, we found... when did you come... I can't dig through all of it. We found a ton of cool Betamax tapes. Surprising number of horror Betamax. A little bit of everything. I can't even remember. But we'll see what we got here. This is looking pretty common. And actually, I think this storage shelf is in good shape. Most of them are broken. But look at, we found Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Maybe that's what was supposed to be in this case. Look at the... Do you see that? Look at the texture on that tape. I've never seen... Is that normal? Did they manufacture it to look that way? I guess so. I've never seen... It's almost like fake wood grain. I've never seen that before. Very weird. Very weird. We've got The Doors. Very damaged. One of your copies of Commando has the same thing. Look at this bad boy. Dark breed, a teal Blockbuster dark breed tape. That's incredibly cool. And it's from, if you see that logo, PM Entertainment, one of our favorite home video distributors. Our hearts are beating. We'll see. I don't know if the storage bins are going to be a little more common. Who knows? I need a bunch of those for an order. You need a bunch of the teal. I don't see much for the teal tapes. I have a few. I think Rats. Is Rats not up on the... I don't think Rats is up on the wall anymore. But that's a teal tape. Oh, we've got Ruthless People, which I know I saw when I was a kid. You really need a teal tape? Well, we'll talk. We'll talk. This is a neat little video store. This is my problem. The thing that I collect the most are things that sort of have a video store history to them. And that has a lot of video store history to it. Yes, the Ruthless People cover, I think, is so deliciously 80s. Was it in the 80s? I guess it was... Yeah, 87? But yeah, it's got a great look. The leathery texture tapes. Oh, okay. Yeah. That was... Yeah, I can part ways with that one. That's not a problem. Ooh, we've got Dead Again. Starring... Andy Garcia, Emma Thompson, Kenneth Branagh. I'm sure it's boring. Daryl Hannah, Jennifer Tilly, Bruce Greenwood, and Vincent Gallo in Hide and Seek. It's not a game. Urban Legend, a staple of the of anybody's VHS collection. This was an old Blockbuster tape from the looks of it. And, ooh, Cops, Too Hot for TV. With no case. Come on, guys. Okay. Oh, what do we got in here? These ones I can't really not look. Just because of the way it's set up, so just FYI. It's not a complete surprise. Mission Impossible. Yeah, we'll definitely figure something out spooky. There's a reboot coming for Urban Legend. Oh boy. You live, Urban Legend? Look at this. Wrestling fans, unite. WWF Best Match of All Time. Best Match of All Time. I think it says you, which I'll take to mean Undertaker, versus... I can't tell. It's all scribbles. But I will be interested to find out what this person thought was the greatest wrestling... Oh, here it is. WWF Heat Raw after SmackDown. WWF Jacked, Tough Enough. Best match ever. Oh boy. It's Jeff Hardy versus The Undertaker. And I think this might have been potentially a female wrestling fan because they heart the hell out of Jeff Hardy. So that's interesting. Female wrestling fans are the coolest wrestling fans, let's be honest. Yeah, Hardy versus The Undertaker. I can imagine that being... I don't remember the specific match, but I can imagine it being a good match. I just want any slasher in theaters. Hopefully, yeah. Ain't that true? Got some TV wrestling. Need to find a home. Oh, man, I don't know. Like, I would love to say Tim Allen, Kirstie Alley, Richard Rapport. I'd love to say I'd take stuff, but honestly, I got a ton of stuff. Two Towers, a lot of common stuff. This is a video update tape, which is cool. But it's the Saint with no case, which is less cool. John Huston. It's just a ripped up tape. Got Shawshank Redemption. Who does heart? Do you mean who doesn't heart Jeff Hardy? Is that what you mean? Because I agree. He is one. I mean, he's not necessarily the coolest guy in his personal life, from the sounds of it. As good as it gets. But, I mean, he is one of the all-time talents. He's a game changer kind of person, or kind of wrestler, I should say. And then we've got Cops Caught in the Act. Suppose these tapes don't quite fly the way they used to. What you gonna do when they come for you? Exactly. Ay. Let me catch up real quick. Was Ever Nothing to Lose with Tim Robbins? Yes, that movie's a solid movie. I watched it. I think it was just randomly on TV one day, and started watching it just because it's what was on. And that movie was way better than I expected it to be. Okay. That's one... Oh boy. That's one storage bin down. And this one's actually keepable. So we'll set that one aside. This one looks good too, which is exciting. Okay, let me try to do this in a way that's a little bit more of a mystery. I think these are Betamax. Not looking. Here, let me turn them down. It's not quite a perfect system. Okay. Oh no, they're VHS tapes. We've got No Escape. We've got Christian Slater in Bed of Roses. If it ain't Pump Up the Volume, I don't want to hear it. Got Pulp Fiction. Forrest Gump. We're hitting some commons here, folks. The Horse Whisperer. This must have been the mom's storage. Ooh. Still common, but a solid movie. Batman Returns. Look at that back of the box. That's a great, like, visually, the colors, just the crisp images. I mean, it's great. You've seen Bed of Roses, thought it was pretty good. I'll have to give it a watch. Can you do this where it's super chat at some point? Well, I don't think I can do super chat. I'm not a big enough channel. You have to be of like a certain... You have to be monetized, I think, to do super chats, and I'm not of the level to be monetized yet, unfortunately. Road Fools 8. Road Fools. May contain explicit dialogue and scenes. I think this is another BMX video. Oh, it opens. When I was about 4 years old, I got my first bike. That seems like yesterday and a million years ago. The first time I rolled to the end of my driveway, I doubt I realized how much further my bike would take me. He made it work for him, I guess. But I do gotta say, it must be... I'm digging the destinations, because we got Minneapolis, Minnesota, Mankato. We've got Madison, Wisconsin, Appleton, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. So it's a Midwest tape, which I'm all about. And then look at that label. I'm not even into biking, but this might actually have some cool Minneapolis shots in it, so I'll have to give it a look. Thanks for stopping by, Spooky. We'll you know where I'm at. Dude, that tape is so 2000s. Yes, it is. Okay, let's do it this way. Still Know What You Did Last Summer. And it is a Blockbuster tape. I actually don't think I have that in the collection, as common as it is. We've got the Blockbuster Presents Halloween. Nice. Oh. Tremors 2 Aftershocks. Once again, if this was taped off of TV, potentially we'll be getting some good commercials out of that. You've got your M. Night Shyamalan, Unbreakable. You've got, pure mystery tape. We'll check it out. I'm a little worried. Oh, look at that. It's a VHS head cleaner, and this one has the little liquid built in. Look at that. Little Memorex liquid built right in. Okay. For my eyes only, we'll see what's on this tape. It's moshing. Oh, it's Limp Bizkit. Oh, it's MTV. Corn contest. The band, not the food. Oh, it's commercials, baby. This is early 2000s MTV with commercials. Oh my God, a commercial for Jet Moto 3. Okay. Yep. This is gold. MTV's all-time rock-hard videos. Okay. You don't need to look at me watching something. But I have proven to myself that this tape is gold. Oh, and then we've got a little hidden, sneaking in the back, little seventh sign. No case, unfortunately. But still neat. So we got a couple things. Put over here. Oh, God. All this stuff. Over here. To be sorted through more thoroughly. Oh, we did it. We did another one of these. And this one's actually in good shape, too. So we can keep this one. This one is very broken. Yeah, the rest of these are very messed up. I mean, this one, the front is even smashed off. Corn contest. Hashtag corn contest. I'm going to win that. I'm telling you. Okay. Surprisingly, got these out with, for the most part, very little trouble, except now. Okay. Okay. Well, that is just super smashed. That's a shame. Okay. Okay. So this is a lot of kid stuff. Madeline, Babar, Black Beauty, E.T. There's a lot of stuff on that tape. Ooh. I actually think I have this tape, weirdly enough. The In-Fisherman Master Angler, Secrets of Success. I'm very, I don't like to watch hunting videos, but I'm a hypocrite, so I do like to watch fishing videos. You got From Dusk Till Dawn. You've got, I think we've got another BMX video. Road Fools 10. They're already up to Road Fools 10. BMX road trip through Oregon, Washington, and into Vancouver, Canada. Cool for you. We've got Sahara. Recorded. We've got The Arrival. recorded. We've got Under the Tuscan Sun, starring Diane Lane. We've got First Night. Yeah, I feel like we're hitting mom's storage bins, you know? Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde. What? And The Piano. Okay. Although we did have that In Fisherman video for some reason in there. Any movie with Diane Lane should be good. I mean, she's Hollywood royalty, you know? Carries herself with grace. Let's see what we got. WWF Wrestling. Tough Enough, Raw, Jacked, Excess, SmackDown, Miscellaneous. I'm in. We've got Desperately Seeking Susan, starring Madonna and Rosanna Arquette. A classic cover. I don't know if I've ever actually sat down to watch the movie. It's from HBO Canon Video, but I mean, I feel like everybody who went to the video store back then saw that cover. Chick writing on the wrestling tape again. Yeah, this was, I'm telling you, most of the people, I mean, maybe Mom was kind of boring with some of the video choices, but this seemed like a pretty cool house. You got, like, probably the daughter was super into wrestling. Maybe she was the one that was into horror, but with all the Betamax tapes, those are older, so it's probably like the dad was into horror, and then the daughter got into it. It's a cool house. I feel like I could hang with these people. We've got Blackout. I have not seen Blackout. Anybody want to clue me in? A tense murder mystery thriller with a top flight cast. And you know, the next drawer over was The Tuscan Sun and The Piano. And now we've got Blackout. Unbelievable. Been trying to look for either the Thorn EMI HBO video copy and or MGM Movie Time copy of Desperately Seeking Susan for the longest time. Well, I mean, I have this. If you're, we can talk. No big deal. Blackout is rare. This has been a gold mine, folks. This has been a gold mine. There's a lot of Rugrats to sift through, but there's some wild stuff in here. What is this? It's got to be biking. Did they use the Fifth Element symbols on their video? Pretty sure those are the Fifth Element symbols. Oh, a classic. Falling Down. A classic. A true classic. We've got The First Wives Club. We've got Die Hard 2 recorded. Nice. We've got Aliens. I'm not a huge fan of these covers. I actually bought, I think, the first 3 Alien movies with these covers not too long ago. And I, like, in the moment, I'm like, oh, that's neat. It's kind of sleek and black with the little picture. The more I look at them, the more they do not wow me anymore. Ooh. And one of my favorites, I do already have it, but it's cool to see in the mix. Gremlins 2, the new batch. One of my all-time favorite, well, everybody knows I have a giant crush on Phoebe Cates. But this was one of my favorite kid-going movie theater experiences, because I remember in the movie theater when they fake the film breaking and then you see the shadows of the gremlins in the theater. I remember the film breaking, and I remember the audience going like, "Oh man!" Like I remember like people groaning, and then the gremlins pop up, and it was great. It was great. Only saw one copy of Blackout on eBay going for $30. Cool. That's very cool. You'd never know. And it's in like this junky, broken down storage thing, you know? So that's another one down, and this one definitely bites the dust. This one's has a date with the dumpster, unfortunately. Whew. We have 5 more storage units. This one looks in good shape. And it actually matches one of the other ones that was not broken. So that's nice. Yeah, I have such vivid memories of that as a kid. I always thought them pretending to break the film was so it just blew my mind that like a movie could do that a movie could fake a technical problem, and like it was just really neat. Okay, let's see what we got. I'll have to start from the front. I can't reach through the back. Mom, Where the Heart Is. I actually really like this movie. I did back in the day. Maybe I wouldn't like it as much nowadays, but I did watch it a lot. Stand By Me, a classic. The Man from Snowy River, which I don't think I've ever heard of. It's got Kirk Douglas. I don't know. Feeling like a freak. Stop talking about the corn contest. You're not going to win it. It's over. It's been over for 20 years. European Vacation. Classic. I generally stay away from the re-releases that have like the greatest hits banners across the top. I think those are very ugly. We've got Armageddon. Classic. Oh, we've got Caddyshack, which I don't know if I have an old copy like this. I think I've just got the anniversary. Stop using K's to spell everything. You are not going to win the corn contest. You're not sneaky. You're trying to be sneaky, and you're trying to throw those K's in. You're trying to get me to I don't have any authority over the corn contest. Another bike video, Nachos. A little something for your appetite. Is anybody a big fan of around 2000 BMX biking? Because I've got you covered. I've got you covered. Oh, and an American Tail, Fievel Goes West. A true classic. You have 3 copies of Caddyshack. One of them is a big... Yeah, that's the big clamshell is the one I have. You have 4 different copies of Batman Returns. Very nice. I think I just have the one we've seen that we showed. I have that one. But I do also have it on laserdisc. So that's something. No. Are the tapes? I can't open it. Okay. What do we got? Ooh la la. Somebody paid $1.99 at Goodwill at some point for Two Moon Junction, starring Sherilyn Fenn from Twin Peaks. I might actually own this already. I feel like I do. But there you go. We've got Scream 2. It's funny how, like, we have a lot of movies that were recorded and then we have the same movies purchased. I feel like someone must have recorded it and then down the road picked up a copy or something. Interesting. In this sleeve, we have an 89 Batman. Which is... Why didn't you save the case? I don't understand these people. Why didn't you save the cases? We've got Castaway, classic. You played Freestyle BMX 2 on the original Xbox. Oh boy. I mean, that was like the Tony Hawk games gave birth to all the BMX games and the inline skating. Wasn't there like inline skating games that were in the vein of like Tony Hawk as well? Hearts War. Little movie you probably never heard of. Jurassic Park. Just kidding. Everybody knows Jurassic Park. We've got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Not in a case, which would have been nice. But look at the sleeve it was in. Focal. I've never seen this case before, this sleeve before. So there's a little retro sleeve prawn for you. And nice and easy, we got through that storage unit. These go a little faster than the giant bins. Oh boy. This one, you know, I take back what I said. I thought most of these were busted up, but I think maybe just a couple of them are. Because so far they've been mostly in good shape. Okay. Not looking. You have 5 copies of Batman. Well, I mean, if you're going to have 5 copies of any movie, 89 Batman is a pretty good movie to have. We've got Babe Winkleman's Fishing Secrets. Fishing the Canadian Shield. Well, here's his secret. He goes to Canada. Because, yeah, the fishing is way better in Canada. So, thanks for the secret. In the Company of Horses. I don't know what that is. I'm going to be just real with you. I don't know what that is. We're hitting some fishing tapes. We've got The Way of the Walleye. And this tape has had an injury. So now we'll never know. Maybe what? Maybe the freak was unleashed in those bins? On those bins even? It's possible. Catfish fever. I get that. I get that when the weather turns. The humidity always gives me catfish fever. Introduction to fishing. We are set for fishing videos. Gonna ask you, have you watched Babe Winkleman's fishing show at some point? I believe I have. I think I have watched some of his stuff before, if I remember right. It's hard to keep some of them straight. There's Something About Mary, a classic. Oh, and The Crow. Exclusive features Brandon Lee's last on-camera interview, including never-before-seen footage. Good to have. I might not actually have The Crow, so that's actually a good one to pick up. Well, this... Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got. Trying not to look. We got Tombstone. Solid classic. Ooh. Interesting. So the sleeve is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I actually have this exact copy of the movie. I think a couple of them. But in the sleeve is something else. You tell me. Does that say Touchstone Lead? And then a bunch of numbers? I just read Robbie Winkleman sadly passed away from catfish fever. I remember growing up on it is actually Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Interesting. I remember growing up on 3 VHS tapes recorded from cable. Terminator, Karate Kid, Night Patrol, Conan the Destroyer, Red Sonja, those are awesome movies. I also had a taped copy of the Terminator that I watched when I was little. And I definitely was... I don't remember, what year did Karate Kid 2 come out? Because I was super into Karate Kid 2. Oh my goodness. Speak of the devil, and about 15 minutes later, he shall appear. Nothing to Lose, starring Tim Robbins and Martin Lawrence. People start saying the names of like super rare tapes because they might show up. Think of the most valuable tapes you can think of and say, hey, yeah, remember that movie? Because they could be in here. Tell me you're watching Cobra Kai. I did watch like the first episode. I just haven't really... I tend to veg out when I kind of plop down on the couch, so I end up watching a lot of... Lately, I watch, honestly, a lot of YouTubers, so I've been kind of getting away from consuming like produced media, or however you want to say it. An American Tale. I do have to get into it though. I know I would love Cobra Kai. Oh, we got another Road Fools Europe. These guys, did they literally make... Oh, look at who sponsored it. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX. We've got Gwyneth Paltrow, Sliding Doors. Everybody's favorite. We've got Driving Miss Daisy. Best Picture, must be doing something right. You have both American Tail and Fievel Goes West. They're solid movies. I loved them as a kid. Do yourself the biggest favor and watch it because the writing is really good and has no business being as great as it is. Are you talking about Nothing to Lose? Because I agree. It's a great movie. Or are you talking about Sliding Doors? You're talking about Sliding Doors, right? Guess what? We also got Rambo 3. Stallone. Excellent. We did it. We did it, boils and ghouls. We got through another... Oh, you're talking Cobra Kai. Okay. So we've got 4. So 4 have been in good shape so far. 1 was busted. I know we're going to be getting to some busted up ones. This one's busted. Cobra Kai is the best series out right now. Sliding Doors, hopefully, Sliding Doors has Gwyneth Paltrow getting cut in half. Like 13 Ghosts. Or, yeah, I mean... I looked at things. I was trying not to look, but then I looked at all of it. We've got I Know What You Did Last Summer. Recorded. I am curious to find out. I'm guessing most of these movies were probably not taped off of. Then we got Prophecy. Good old weird Christopher Walken movie. I'm going to double check. I suspect that most of these movies are probably dubbed. Like someone probably rented the tape and had a couple VCRs and they dubbed them. But maybe they were taped off of TV and we might have commercials. No. This looks dubbed. Bummer. Kind of figured this guy seemed... It's about time she gets cut in half for goop. Oh, you know. Here's the problem, though. She's an awful person for making it, but if stupid people buy it, that's also kind of on the stupid people, right? Rage. Carry 2. Class. I love how random these bins are. It'll be like a fishing tape, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, and Ghoulies 2. It's like who knows what you're going to hit. Thumbelina and Pegasus. A VHS, or not a VHS, a BMX tape, another one. This one's sponsored by 1-800-COLLECT. God, these guys probably made a ton of money just making these videos. The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks and Catherine Zeta-Jones. Mel Gibson in Payback, classic. Diane Keaton in Baby Boom, which I feel like I did watch when I was a kid. Because I would end up watching these like... This is a perfect Sunday afternoon playing on Channel 4 kind of a movie. So I would end up watching them quite a bit on TV. Another BMX video, Roots Jam 2001, featuring music by the Murder City Devils, Hot Water Music, Ali and an I, or Ali with an I, and many more. Many more. We've got The Rock. And right next to The Rock, because it has to be random, we have Care Bears. The Big Star Roundup. Oh boy, we're making it. We're making good progress here. Trying not to look. Trying not to look. Okay. What do we got? We got Good Will Hunting. We're getting through a lot of commons here. Changing Lanes. Rounders. Solid movies. Oh, I've actually been wanting to pick this one up. The Ghost in the Darkness. I remember it from back in the day, and I had like the desire to watch it sometime recently, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So, oh no, the stacks are falling. Nothing happened. We've got Crash. Wonder if Carrot Top still roams the earth collecting quarters for payphones as he wants his payments for 1-800-COLLECT commercials. God, I forgot about... I just remember the Chris Rock 1-800-COLLECT commercials. Got The Summer of Sam, starring John Leguizamo and Mira Sorvino. Classic. Oh, don't worry, Cap. We still got a little bit to look through. And it'll all be recorded for you to watch at your leisure. But welcome, as always. And by the way, for anybody who's on Instagram, go check Cap out. He's a great artist. I highly recommend you follow him on Instagram. Got Godzilla versus Megalon from Good Times. It's too bad it doesn't have its case, but that's still a cool tape. We've got Dead Sailor, another BMX tape. Somebody in this house loved BMX almost as much as they loved beaches. You just found out that Paul Sorvino was... I think I found that out... like when Mira Sorvino won... She won an Oscar for something. And they showed him in the audience crying. And that's when I found out. And a classic... What About Bob? Love it. Oh boy, these piles are getting out of control. In a big way. Okay, this is junk. This one's busted, but not irreparably busted. Since the Godzilla movie was a Good Times tape, we all know what it will have at the end. Do Good Times tapes have something at the end? I did not know that. Tell me. Probably my favorite movie, What About Bob? Yeah, it's a great one. Carrot Top is the wind beneath my wings. Oh, this one's kind of... Yeah, this one's busted. Oop, it's little. Oh, well, you know, I went from owning no Ghost in the Darkness tapes to owning 2. Oh, the logo with the music? Is that what it... The Good Times ending? Now I'm going to have to watch one today. Well, now I am sick with Ghost in the Darkness tapes. And apparently Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory tapes, because this is the second one of those. Mission Impossible 2. The Order, starring Heath Ledger from Blockbuster. Thanks, Blockbuster, for putting those giant stickers on your cases that are impossible to get off without wrecking the case. Although this one... You're going to come off easy just to prove me wrong. Nope, it's wrecking it. My wife is going to be happy. We got another copy of Powder. She's a big fan. Oop. Hold on, I'm going to mute this for a sec. Okay. Yeah. We've got Ocean's 12. Oh, from Movie Gallery. That's not... This isn't a Blockbuster tape. It's a Movie Gallery tape. That's why it was coming off slightly easier before it started to not. You make fun of Powder? Well, you may not be welcome in this home. No, it's the black screen of death with the beep. Oh, really? That's interesting. I'll have to check that out. Anyone seen Beaches 3? What? Stop it. I'm surprised you didn't work in some sneaky K. I'm surprised you didn't spell comedy with a K to try to get in on that hashtag corn contest. We've got a Fleetwood Mac video. When these start busting, it's hard to actually get them open. Okay. Ooh, look at that. We've got It, which is cool, but it's got that stupid Warner Brothers hits banner across the top. I hate that. We've got The Man in the Iron Mask, which... It's been a long time since I watched this movie, but I liked it a lot at the time. So, who knows if it's aged well or not. Fleetwood Mac, hell yes. Oh, that's too bad. Look at this. It's ripped all to heck. But we've got a copy of Batman Forever. Very war weary copy. We got another BMX tape. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of over the BMX tapes, guys. Get a new hobby. We've got the Arrival 2, which Charlie Sheen had gotten too big at this point to be in the Arrival 2. But they got Patrick Muldoon to take his place, so I think it worked out. That's Tim. Robbie. Don't you never disrespect Tim Curry by putting that corn stink on him, okay? I really disliked that movie. I don't know why. Yeah, I liked it at the time. I get it. It feels like one of those movies that probably has not aged well with me. Never heard of the Arrival movies. Yeah, the Arrival I remember back in the day. I honestly don't remember if I actually watched the second one. I remember when the second one came out. We've got Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Now this is a Blockbuster tape, right? Yes. Classic. Oh, and we've got Return of the Dragon, which would be great if it didn't have that stupid 20th Century Fox Selections banner at the top. That just kills it for me. Just kills it. And this is broken. Okay, I think This is it, folks. We're down to our last bin. Or our last storage drawer. And it's not broken. Return of the Dragon is a great movie. But I can't do those stupid greatest hits banners across the top of the tape. I just think they're so ugly. Okay. Trying not to look. Okay. We've got Twin Cities Live, which for those outside the Twin Cities Metro is a morning show. So very exciting. Hopefully it's a nice old tape from early 2000s. That'll bring back some memories. We've got a Lost World motion cover. That's awesome. We've got Die Hard with a Vengeance, which once again, people look down upon this movie. I happen to like it quite a bit. We've got Dracula. Should have probably put a year. Okay. Love you too. What? This? The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride? The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. People don't dig Die Hard 3. I'm telling you the truth. A lot of people look down on Die Hard 3. They look at it like it's turned into something else. It's not as good as the previous movies. Telling you. You'll find a lot of negative comments about Die Hard 3. I think it's great. Said some DVDs. What? I remember when I was going to buy a laserdisc player in the mid-90s to get Freddy's Dead in 3D. No. My wife asked me if I'm keeping count of how many tapes. I'm not. If someone wants to go back through all the footage and count, we would. Yeah. So if someone wants to count, I will give you a shout out by name somewhere. That would have been a smart thing to do, but we don't do smart things here. Sorry, I was reading what you were saying. Well, first of all, Happy Gilmore, a classic. Freddy's Dead in 3D, I think it was going to run me $700 with the Nightmare movies. The employee would not let me buy it. He said DVDs were coming out and they would take over VHS and was better than Laserdiscs. What an idiot. I tell you what, if you had bought that stuff and you had all the Nightmare movies on Laserdisc, that would be really cool. I don't think I have any on Laserdisc now that I think about it. I think maybe... No, I don't think I have any. I was thinking for a second maybe I had New Nightmare, but I don't think so. You have all the Mary-Kate and Ashley VHS they put out. You hate them, but I mean you have to have them all. I'm gonna respectfully, politely disagree and say that you do not have to have them all. I don't, and it's real easy every day to keep not having them all. Don't forget Lion 3. Isn't that what I just said? Oh, this Lion King 3 is Simba's Pride. And then, Lion King 3, Simba's Shame. Got it. The joke hadn't set in. Interested in getting into Laserdisc. I'll tell you what, Laserdisc is not as I think the trick is getting a working player, and I happened to get a working player for very cheap. I was at a pawn shop, and they thought it was just like a multi-CD changer. They didn't realize it was a laserdisc player. So, and maybe they did, and they just didn't care. But I got it for like $25, which is a really good deal, and it's a really nice Pioneer. Works like gangbusters. The laser discs are not that expensive. You can get into the discs for pretty cheap. It's just kind of it's all about finding a good player, really. But I want to say I would recommend getting into it, but at the same time, like anything, it starts to take over. So, collector beware, I guess. Oh yeah. We're gonna savor it. It's our last bin. We're gonna savor it. We've got Lady Hawk with that dumb banner at the top. What a shame. We've got another fishing tape. Big Catfish Connection. And we've got Raiders of the Lost Ark. Once again, it's a shame Temple of Doom didn't have a case, because Temple of Doom is my favorite Indiana Jones movie. I'll make that hot take as well. This is it, the last drawer. Not looking. You're out, dude. Don't forget to put my name in the corn con. Yeah, no problem. Don't worry. Thanks for hanging out, Robbie. You got Lady Hawk on VHS in a big Warner clamshell. Okay, let's see what we got. Ooh. Cops Too Hot for TV. Temple of Doom is best, followed by Last Crusade. I agree. We are in complete agreement. How to Make an American Quilt? Go buy it. Got Robin Hood, Sword in the Stone, and Lady and the Tramp. Very nice. What? Okay, well, I just looked at what was left. And it's another Lady Hawk. It's a Goonies, but without a case. We've got Tiny Toon Adventures, How I Spent My Vacation. A good movie here, Deep Impact. I got no complaints with Deep Impact. I know you said that you dislike the greatest hits on those VHS tapes. I think they're good for what they are. I just don't like it. Like, obviously the tapes are good. Like, it doesn't make the movie any less watchable or whatever. But for collecting, I tend to stay away. Like, if it's the only copy of a movie I have, I'll keep it. Because I still want the movie, I still want to watch the movie, have access to the movie. But if I can get other versions of it that don't have those banners at the top, I will take any other version over the bannered version. I just, graphically, visually, I don't like it. That's all. And another copy of Where the Heart Is. We really went out. For all the exciting things we found, Betamax horror tapes and all sorts of cool stuff, we really went out on kind of a whimper with Where the Heart Is, unfortunately. But that is it. That was the last of the storage bins. Wild stuff. We found a lot of cool things. Um, a lot of not so cool things too. I'll be perfectly honest, but that was what a ride. Um, I think I hesitate to even attempt to go through the things that we found at the beginning, but maybe just a little bit of the first handful of things. This was the first bin that we went through. And just to remind people of a couple little things, big box Exorcist, and not just a big box Exorcist, but a big box Betamax Exorcist. A lot of cool Betamax tape. Actually, all of the coolest stuff we got, I think, really was Betamax for the most part. We've got this cool little Beta Alien tape. The 25th anniversary of Pink Flamingos. Interesting stuff. A lot of interesting stuff. Unfortunately, now it's all on a pile on the floor, so it's going to be hard to go through. So I think that's going to be it for today, folks. In these last couple minutes, anybody who has not subscribed, man, I sure would appreciate it if you did that. We are right on the edge of this channel becoming partnered, which is a huge deal. It kind of is like YouTube's passport to success. I get, not success, but partnered channels get more exposure, organically through YouTube. It really is a big stepping stone. So anybody who hasn't subscribed, please do. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, I think we're gonna call it a day. We've been going for over 3 hours, just looking through these tapes. Thank you everybody so much for hanging out. I mean, obviously we had Billy. Let me look through the chat here. I mean, Billy was hanging out from the very, very beginning. We had RS Graph 281. We had Joshua. We've got Kurt Russell was hanging out. We've got JR's Vintage Cards and More. We've got One Who. We've got MH. We've got Robbie Rewind. Spookyville Video. JR62. We get Groovy popped in. Getting down towards here. We've got Ronald. Thank you so much. We've got... Wait. You're going to have to help me on your name. Wyomani Snee? I butchered it. But you have to admit, that's a very butcherable username. Got Robert. Got Cap. Once again, folks, if you're on Instagram, go check out Cap. He's an artist. He does a lot of cool illustrations. It was a great attempt. Thank you. It was not. It was definitely not, but I appreciate it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun doing this live. Specifically, I was going to just record this, but I knew doing it live would mean you guys got to participate, and you really showed up for doing something so last minute. I actually posted that I was going to do this last night, and then I honestly fell asleep, so I apologize to anybody who was waiting last night. But for giving you an hour heads up that I was going to be doing this, y'all really showed up and you really brought it, and I appreciate it. It makes a huge difference for how much fun this is for me, and I hope amongst each other it makes it a lot more fun to have everybody participating. So we will see you later, Josh. We Omani. Zni, Zsney, Kelly. Anyway, thank you. Owamani. Correct. Owamani. I'll get there. I will get there. But thank you so much for hanging out and watching. And to everybody, thank you everybody so much. And yeah, we'll be live streaming in the morning tomorrow, but that will be we're gonna just be playing Super Nintendo. It's just gonna be a chill, hanging out, playing video games. No VHS tapes. So if you want to hang out and chit chat while we play Super Nintendo, great. If you're just here for the VHS tapes, you can sleep in tomorrow. So thank you everybody, and I will catch you all